This is Kirk Sinclair, the hiking humanitarian, and I'm learning a lot about the special qualities of the Hartsburg UCC church here. And Clairnel can fill us in a little bit about that in terms of a homeless family being helped.
Okay, first I want to say it's Peace United Church of Christ in Hartsburg, and we're very proud of our name, and everything says peace. But 2 weeks ago today, we have a time during worship where people can request prayers, and the woman stood up and asked for prayers for a family she knew that needed some help. That afternoon, she called me and told me the story. There was a family with 4 children, that ages 2 months to 8 years old, and they had been homeless since the previous Thursday. They had come down to Missouri from Michigan, been promised a job and a place to stay, and that fell through, and they were homeless. And so this family that lives across the street from church took in the strangers, this family of 6, into their home. And she said, what do we do now? I mean, obviously they couldn't stay there forever. They needed some help. And so we started figuring out what to do. I called our church in Columbia and found out some programs that help the homeless. And then the husband of the family that took them in gave the husband of the homeless family a job in his construction building business. The wife of the homeless family was able to get a job at McDonald's in town. The husband of the family that's helping them found a house they could rent if they could get a first month's rent and deposit. And one of the programs in Columbia was willing to pay that first month's rent and deposit for homeless families if they had a note from the pastor saying they're actually homeless. They got the house. By Wednesday they moved in. The people from church brought them furniture, clothing, food, dishes, towels, everything you could want. They went from being homeless on Thursday to on Wednesday of the following week. They both had jobs. They had daycare for their children. The children were in school, and their house was fully furnished.
Well, if that isn't a shining example of community kindness, I don't know what is. Thank you, Pastor Clairnel.
You're welcome.